Hello, beautiful fans. Hope you're all doing great. Thank you so much for subscribing, and I also kindly urge you to, watch if you feel like the video has something that is educative to you, you like it, share, and also maybe tell a friend, subscribe. Thank you so much. Now, ladies, have you ever been in a situation whereby maybe there's this guy that approached you, you gave him your number, all went well the first week, second week, a month down, 2 months down, maybe 3 months down, and later he's gone, he disappears in the thin air, he vanishes, he's not there anymore. If he used to call you, he calls you no more. If he used to text you, know that he does that no more. He's not there anymore. And if you've asked yourself why that happened or that why that happens usually. Now today I'll be discussing um, some things or reasons that make men give up on the relationships that fast. You know what I mean is they give up suddenly and so fast. Before you know it, they've vanished and you are left alone dating yourself or with your own self. Now, the first reason why that happens is the involvement of friends, because we all know that once you get something good, you of course have to share with your friends and all that. Even you ladies do that. When you find this guy, you gotta ask your lady friends that this new guy I found, what do you think about him? You think he's okay, you think he's fit. Now we men also have that. We have some friends actually, and these friends are more like the board of advisors, the ones that we tell. For example, there is this new girl that I found, here she is, this is her picture. Then, they're gonna of course tell me what to do or advise me on what to do. Now, some friends will either advise you to, find ways of making sure that you keep her happy, you are always there with her, available. Where others will, start telling you, oh man, this one, no, come on, is this the one I could find? Could you find someone else? I mean, like, there are many girls out there. Why this one? So, the first times, maybe the first week, it's discreet, but 2 weeks down the line, three, of course, you gotta share with your friends. Now, this is a time when we've been serious, very busy, talking to each other, texting, and all that. And all of a sudden, the energy just disappears and everything is at a standstill, stagnant, and things are not the same as they were. You're left dating yourself. Why? Simply because this guy or this man shared your picture with the friends, and it happened so that it was the negative, the bad board of advisors that advised him to drop you for reasons A, B, C, D. Yeah. Now the other reason is the about the fulfillment of the objective. Of course, by this I mean every man approaches a woman for a different objective, target, or goal. Now one thing that happens is that these ladies never know what this man's intentions are or intention is, but maybe this guy's intention is just to have some piece of you. You know what I mean by that? Yeah, just to have some piece of you, or and this is real. Yeah, I won't like bite it. Yeah. So once he achieves that and he gets your number, he gets you where he wants, he gets you into his box, like the others say these days, to get you into his box. Once he achieves that target, he's got you where he wants, and you give him what he wants. Remember at the start, that was his aim, his target, to get that particular thing. Now when you give it to him, and he'll be done, he'll be like, I've achieved my target. And then, if of course, he's going to do whatever he can to make sure he gets it. by texting you every day, calling you, checking on you every day. How you doing, baby? How was your night? How's your afternoon going? Are you okay? And all that. The moment he gets what he wants, that will be it. You will be left dating yourself. The other is beliefs, like maybe religion and all that. And maybe, for example, in our religion, we should not accept any ladies who are like this, like that. And maybe this guy had you at first, approached you, everything rode so nicely, and he had no idea about that. But later, he learns of that, oh, there is this, and this has to be like the boundary, this and that. Now, that also makes him quit the relationship and leaves you dating yourself. Now, the other one is simply about finances. Yeah, maybe you are there all sweet the first week, second week, third week, you're all sweet. Then, maybe a month down, you start now asking for some support, financial support from this guy. Baby, my hair needs to be done. Baby, my nails need to be done. Baby, this, baby, that. And maybe this guy does not have enough money, enough to support himself and you. The moment you start to ask for stuff from him, making him become responsible for you, then he's gonna do nothing but quit that relationship. Now, the other one actually is simply maybe you yourself. Maybe, because you ladies get bored so fast. You get bored with us so fast. Now, you start up so, fine with this energy that is there and all that. Everything's flowing so nicely. Then maybe he does something very bad that you don't like, and you decide to maybe get angry or decide to go away without talking to him. Now, the moment that happens, he's gonna think that you've ghosted him. And remember, these days it is said that when you chase after a girl or a lady that does not chase you back, you are clinging and you are wasting yourself and your energy, your time. That girl is not into you, so you better let her go and focus on yourself now. That is what happens. Maybe he did something bad to you that angered you, and you decided to turn away for a bit, maybe because you're angry and all that. This guy's gonna think that maybe you decided to leave him, to ghost him, and he's gonna do the same thing to you. You see? The other thing is maybe your conditions or your principles, as you call them. Maybe you're the kind of person that doesn't give in so fast, just like that. The kind of person that maybe needs the person to put in that hard work to show that they really need you. Well, it's okay to, play hard to get, because some people believe that when a lady plays hard to get, that lady has value. When the other one is that, just so easy to get, easy come. Now that person is not really, for keeps. That person is not, Well, yes, but there are some men out there who prefer those people that actually give in fast. Well, there are those who prefer those who take long, but times, have changed. Like men hate people who keep them. Like, give me some time, let me think about it. Give me a month, 2 months. No. When he comes to you, he want to make his intentions known to you, and then of course you gotta respond. But he expects you to respond positively, of course. The moment you're like, oh, okay, give me some time, I'll think about it, that is that puts him off. That is a turn off for the man, because he'll be like, oh, after all, she seems not to be interested in me. So he tends to, step aside and decide to do his own thing, and, ends up leaving you there, dating yourself, because they're trying to play hard to get. And then, he just proves to you too that is also not that cheap. Yeah, all right. Now the other one is the behavior. The behavior. By behavior, I mean how you behave when you are together, how you treat him. For example, maybe he decides to take you out. He gives you a plan or tells you about taking you out. You're like, okay, cool, cool. Then what do? On the day of that outing, let's say maybe he gets there first, then you meet him there, or you get there first, and he gets there too. He meets you there with a bunch of friends, and there you are. Hey, Benny, hi, babe. These are my friends. This is Cecile. This is Anna. This is da da da. And this is my company. Everywhere you go, I'm with them. Everywhere that you go, everywhere each one of us goes, we are there because we are security, we are protection for each other. Now, man, really? Come on, girl. This date is supposed to be between you and him, not between you and your friends. No, many men, lots of men hate that. If he invites you on a date, you come alone. But there you are, popping up with a bunch of friends. Now that is a turn off for him. And you know what's funny? You go to an extent, you know, the waiter coming, and then you're like, um, babe, for me, I think I will take fries, chicken, milkshake, all that. You order loads of stuff. Maybe this guy can even take care of that bill, but you have no idea about that, right? So you order like it's you that's going to pay for those things. You order this, order that, order this, order that, and to make it worse, you even order for something that you are, that's for takeaway. And please, can you also pack for me this? It's just looking at you right there, you know and he orders something that is a bit decent. Let's say something that's worth 500, and you order something that is worth 3,000 shillings. Now, look at that. You know, yeah, and maybe to make it worse, also you are there with your bodyguards, as you call them, your friends, that bunch of friends there. Now you all start ordering stuff. Uh, Stacy, what are you eating? Bring me this, bring me that, this and that. This guy's looking at you, looking at you. Then he also orders his. Now, you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna, go somewhere aside and speak to the waitress like, um, how much is my bill? Then this waitress is going to tell him, of course, your bill is 500 shillings. And how much is their bill? Meaning you and your friends and your gang. Well, that is about 4,000 shillings. Okay, now here is my bill. Okay, now those ones, I never invited them. They came on their own. So I'm paying my bill right now. I'm paying you now. And they will pay you their own, cash. Then he comes back, sits, eats, you are talking and all that. When he's finishing or when it's finished, he just goes, just walks away like, hey, excuse me, just a minute, can I use the washroom? You're like, yeah, yes, baby, not knowing that he's leaving because he's already paid his bill, and then you are left there to pay for that bill. The other one still in that line, maybe he's taking you out. The waitress has come and asked both of you for what you're gonna eat, what you're gonna order. Then you, the lady, looks, at that menu, and you're like, please bring me pilau and chicken and some milkshake. He's there, then he's asked, he's like, please bring me ugali and fish. Okay, okay. Now his food is brought and yours too is brought. Now you all start to eat. Then as you go on eating, there you are, dipping your hand into his plate, trying to taste his food, eat his food, and yet the menu was brought. You saw the fish there, the ugali, but you didn't order You just order something else, and here you are busy eating his food. Most men don't like that. It is a turn off. Well, they say it's romantic because you ladies always say, but babe, don't you know that a man's food is sweeter than a lady's? You men, your food is always sweeter than ours. Can you imagine that? Okay, this guy's gonna ask you. This waitress came here with menus we were given. You saw everything that is here, and I saw. You ordered, I ordered mine. Why then are you eating my food? Now, some men really hate that. There you go. You don't even know that what you're doing really is a bad thing. When you leave that place, the next thing this guy's gonna think about is like, this girl actually is, you know, the kind of girl that I. The other thing is like how you behave also in terms of support. Do you support him? Like, do you support his ideas? Because many of us, come to a time whereby we feel like we want to, um, open up to you about maybe some stuff, like maybe, babe, I've got this plan. How do you see? Do you think it will work? Then you're like, I don't think it will work. Think of another plan. That every time he comes to you trying to seek advice or an opinion, you turn him. Only negativities you're giving him, and all that. You are never there to support him. Just try to support him. Yeah, it's a nice idea, babe. How do you want to do it? Give it a try. You never know how it's gonna go. We men love such kind of treatment. I come to you with an idea. You try to support it, showing me that you are there for me in any way. Yeah, we men love that. But the moment you don't even do that, he's gonna know that this lady is just here to waste my time, and that's it. And of course, he's gonna leave you, and you're gonna end up dating yourself. Now, the other thing is actually too much expectations, that you ladies usually have about men. This guy comes to you, gets your number, and all that you start talking a week down, 2 weeks down the line, a month down the line, but you have your targets set that I want this from this guy. Not knowing that maybe this guy can do it or he can't. The moment he learns of that, that is something that you really had a plan, an agenda that it was hidden, was hidden without him knowing, he's gonna get angry because we always want to be kept in the light, much as you want. We also want to be kept in the light. Bring out each and every idea that you have. Anything you see about me, just tell me. Anything, first of all, just tell me why you're with me. Just tell me. Just don't keep on planning your own stuff. Then, everything just goes like that. No, we don't like that. We need ladies that come out straight. Babe, this and this and this and this is like that, like that, like that. But not having your own intentions that we come to learn of later without you having told us at first. Now, the other reason why men actually give up relationships, on relationships so fast is fear. For example, when this guy was, getting you, there is this personality, this profile that he was, putting himself into, but maybe it was a fake one. And maybe the time has gone by, a month has gone, 2 months, 3 months, and maybe in the course, he's been suffering, but from the inside, silently. For example, maybe he told you maybe he works for a big company, and you, of course, he's a big boy, he's got money. So you start demanding for stuff from him. Now, since he showed you that picture, he won't turn you down. You demand for this, he gives it to you. Demand for that, he gives it to you. Demand for this and that. Anything you demand, he's going to give it to you. Then time is going to come when he can't do it no more, when he can't do it anymore. He can't hide himself. He can't, impersonate anymore. Then he's going to come out straight to you and tell you openly, you know what? I'm sorry I lied to you that I'm this and that. I'm not that. I am this and that. This is my life. This is my real life. This is how things are on ground, And if he really feels, he will get ashamed and all that, then he won't open up to you. He'll just go. Yeah, he will just go just like that, and he will leave you there hanging. You see. Now, also, the other thing maybe might be family. Yeah, family. Maybe he's been dating you for a month, 2, 3 months, four. Then he decides to take you to his parents, to show them that, hey, mom, dad, brother, sister, here is my girl that I, intend to spend the rest of my life with. Then they're like, okay, she's this, she's that, she's that. Then they start asking him, which tribe is she from? From this tribe. Okay. What does she do? She does this and that. Okay. Did she go to school? What is her level of education? You know, many, lots of stuff. And then maybe this guy um, answers every question concerning you or about you, but then among the answers that he gives his parents or his siblings, there is something that maybe they don't appreciate about that or about you. Then of course they're gonna of course advise him to drop you. So you've been having a good thing going down, going on. Then all of a sudden you realize that this guy is not calling you anymore, not texting you anymore, but you don't know why. You start thinking, overthinking about your own stuff, but maybe that was the reason. His family maybe advised him not to actually go on with you or to simply drop you just like that. Yeah. Now the other thing also is the drop in the energy. Like women expect you ladies to keep that energy flowing, 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 flowing. But the moment you draw that away, because I know time comes and you're like, this guy is gonna think that I'm too cheap, I'm too desperate. Now let me see if I hold back, he can fight for me and win me over again. The moment you try to do that, remember, you've been texting this guy, calling him, showing him how interested you are, also showing him how available to him you are. Then all of a sudden, you switch off, you go mute. He's gonna go mute too. He's gonna go mute. He's gonna be like, hey, this girl has been doing this, has been doing that and this, and she's not even doing it anymore. So why am I also doing it? I'm not chasing after her. Then he's gonna give up too. And before you realize it, he'll be gone. Now the other might be the religion. Religion, in a way that maybe there are some religions that do not allow ladies to do certain things before a time X. For example, there are some religions that maybe forbid ladies from having sex before marriage. And maybe this guy wants that before you get there. Now, because you believe in your religion and you respect it and all its principles or conditions, you're gonna stick to that. And this guy's gonna feel depressed. He's gonna feel like there's some way you're not being fair to him, because you know what you're doing, but he will understand what you're doing. So he's gonna be like, you are doing this to me, doing that to me, and yet there is someone out there that can do this and that for me. Then you are making me really, suffer here because you're not being fair to me. So, okay, I'll be patient for the first week, second week, but then if it goes on a month, 2 months, 3 months, it's gonna be like, what am I doing here? Then it's gonna leave. You see? So much as we are trying to, much as you ladies are trying to, to get to us or trying to get us into being serious about you, about loving you, about having that long-term thing between you and we, you've also got to, look at different things. Like, for example, will you be able, to do some things like texting him to maybe even initiating conversations sometimes, calling him to check on him first before he does? Or are you going to leave him to do the rest of the things, like always to be calling you, to be texting you, initiating conversations and all that? Now, that is a turn off because women love just, balanced energy, balanced energy in a way that Call me, I call you. I text you, text me. You initiate, I initiate. Like that. Not just being one-sided, that you always have to wait for the man, for the guy to initiate this conversation and then also to take it up further. See? Now, so if your guy has ever left you without you knowing, has ever left you suddenly, but you didn't know why, now these might be some of the reasons, you see, as I've put them down. I know there might be many, many, many more reasons, but these are the few ones that I have. And speaking of these few, maybe the one I can end with is usually the fact that maybe he has found someone that he thinks is better than you. Maybe you are there, da, 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 all that. Then from nowhere, isn't calling you again, no texting, no nothing, no nothing at all. Simply is because maybe he found someone else that he thinks is better than you. And that is why he decides to drop you, you know, slowly by slowly without you even knowing. And by the time you realize that you are left dating yourself simply because he found someone else that he thinks is better than you in some areas, or maybe in all areas, you know? So always try to ask your man, your guy, to talk to you in any way whenever there's something you think's not going well, whenever you realize that maybe he's not in the right mood, tell him to talk to you. Try to make sure that he talks to you, he shares with you, and you guys share things out, talk, because this is about you, that both of you, the two of you, you talk, and that way things can be better. Yeah, thank you for now.